Good old Contanle. The classic.
Well, we've got nothing else to do.
Yet.
Yet. Years ago, I was looking after a friend's kid who was about 4ish, and a guy came on the news wearing an eye patch. "Look, it's a pirate," she said, but I thought I should maybe correct her in case she did the embarrassing thing of screaming that at someone in real life, so I told her no, he just hurt his eye. She thought about this for a moment before coming out with, "Yeah, probably fighting other pirates."
That's actually genius. I love it.
Sometimes you just need a good laugh.
Yeah. Thankfully, they remembered to take his name off the sign this time.
Yeah.
I did check.
Why's he got a lollipop? I just don't...
I don't know either.
Huh, an Arbok.
I have one of those.
What an interesting Pokemon to use in this gym.
And it knows acid.
Best poison type move it gets, goddammit.
Just like Weeping Bell.
If Sludge Bomb was a TM earlier on, it would be great, but no, it's not.
Oh yeah, this guy has a Tauros just out of nowhere.
Tauros, a Pokemon that's great in Gen 1.
And 7.
Yeah. Maybe 9, I don't know.
1 and 7 for sure. Those are the ones I remember.
I don't know much about Paldea and Tauros, to be honest.
I don't know much about Paldea. Also, I checked. No, you can't see Giovanni from the other side of that fence.
So this gym doesn't really have a type theme going for it?
It kind of does, but also kind of doesn't. It's like the Tamers use Tamer stuff, the Black Belts use Black Belt stuff, and everyone else uses ground types.
I don't know, I kind of feel like having the final gym be typeless would be a nice thing.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, that's what Sword and Shield did.
That was... Yeah, Sword and Shield, Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
I mean, Diamond and Pearl's Sunny Shore Gym.
We don't talk about that.
Although that wasn't by design.
That wasn't by design. Like everyone in there had electric types except for Volkner. And then there was an Azumarill in Canlay for some reason.
Black and White's first gym is typeless.
It's normal.
Um,
Featuring one non-normal type.
Gen
I feel like
6,
there was one other. I think like there was like maybe one other one, but I don't remember what it is. There's the Mina's Gauntlet in Ultra Sun if you want to count that.
Yeah, that's...
It's basically a boss rush.
Just realized we haven't fought many cool trainers yet.
Yeah, there's one in Erica's gym, and then basically nothing until here.
Which is weird.
And then there's a bunch in Victory Road. Isn't that weird? Because cool trainers are always like endgame things.
Yeah, then they introduce veterans, which are like, Jesus.
We're older now.
We're cool trainers on steroids.
I think veterans only in 4 and 6 and
6, 7.
5. I know they're in 5 too. They're in 7? Oh yeah, they are.
Go get him, Toaster. That was terrible.
It really was.
Oh, that's your best stat, Sandslash. What are you doing?
I think it's the best stat is defense.
That doesn't make it any better.
I know. Yeah.
This is Snow Squall's gym. Ah, yes, an Onyx.
I mean, that is a ground type.
That is a ground type. You know what else could have been a ground type? Fucking Steelix.
It took him like a few years to think of that one. Don't worry about it.
A second Graveler.
I love how Steel type was like a state secret originally.
Yeah, and then Fairy's like, oh yeah, we just thought of this.
Yeah.
And then there's an actual lore reason for why no one knew about Stella.
Because it didn't actually exist until the funny turtle woke up?
Because it didn't actually exist till the funny turtle woke up. Or until you were within close enough proximity to the turtle.
Yeah,
Because
and then the turtle gives you cancer.
The Pokemon in the Underdepths do have Stellar type, so. So now, when someone asks you how many Pokemon types are there, depending on the generation, the answer is either 16, 18, 19,
15
15,
in Gen 1.
yeah. So what's it? In Gen 1, there's...
I don't think it's ever been 16.
So Gen 1's
It was
15.
Yeah, Gen 1's 15. Gen 2 for a while is 17. Unless you want to count the
Question mark
filler type. Yeah.
Which, I mean, technically does exist because of Curse.
Yeah. There's also Shadow if you want to count that as a type.
It technically is.
I guess, yeah. And then Gen 5 did away with the unknown type.
Yeah, so it went back down to 17.
Went
Then
back down to 17. Gen 6 added Fairy.
added Fairy, going back up
So
to
18.
18. And then now it's back at 19.
19 with Stellar. There are only 2 Pokemon with fixed Terra types, right?
Yes.
Ogerpon and Terrapagus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I can remember
Terrapagus
Miraidon
is always
was also
Stellar.
fixed. Yeah, Terrapagus is always Stellar and Ogerpon is always technically grass, but it's whatever the thing is, yeah. Oh yeah, Maracus Boomerang. Fair enough.
Fair enough, have a lovely day. Yeah, they're the only 2 with Terra types you can't change. Whether or not Stellar sticks around, I suppose it depends if Dynamo Terrapago sticks around.
It probably won't.
Actually, we say that, for the purposes of VGC, it probably will.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what Champions decides to do with it.
So we already know this year's meta is Megas. But they have already announced that Champions will also have Z moves and Dynamax. So it makes sense to also have Terastallization.
Z moves and Dynamax. This is gonna be so weird.
I imagine the format's gonna be one or the other.
Yeah, I don't think they'll put both at once. That's
Unless they do the anime thing where it's like you can use any one of them in the fight. But then that would get weird, because then how do Z moves interact with a Dynamax target and stuff like that? It's like... Although then again, to be fair, they had Megas and Z moves at the same time.
and it was horrible.
And it was horrible. I imagine Champions will just have like a fuck it format just to, you know, dick around in. But when it comes to actual VGC, there's going to be like, this regulation's got, you know, these Pokemon allowed with their Megas, and then the next one's got these Pokemon allowed with their Megas. And then it's like Z moves, which then also means Ultra Necrozma gets let out.
Oh, baby. I'm sure that nothing bad will happen
from that. Well, you gotta think, right? They are re-unleashing Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza.
I know.
They have added Zygarde. The Zero Aura is not legal, so we're safe from that. Same with Darkrai. There is Mega Heatran, I suppose. That's that might show up.
Mega Heatran. Mega Heatran is certainly something.
So yeah, but you got Mega Zygarde, and it's fuck the rules of nature. You got Mega Rayquaza, and I am the rules of nature. And then you got the two primals running around.
Even in their dreams, they fight.
Yep.
Amazing.
So yeah, I don't see why Ultra Necrozma wouldn't come back. It's funny, isn't it? Necrozma uses Z moves and gets a Mega Evolution out of it. And Zygarde uses Mega Evolution and gets a Z move out of it. It's a bit weird. Which changes from another move, holds its Z Crystal and it can Mega Evolve. And it also gets a Z move.
It changes... Wait, does it change specifically from Photon Geyser?
Yes, it changes specifically from Photon Geyser to Light That Burns the Sky.
Okay. Yes.
Alright, Giovanni for the final time. Okay.
Yep.
Calm down, Toaster.
And finally, Light That Burns the Sky also has an incredibly extra Japanese name. The light of destruction that scorches the heavens. Turns out when your language is kanji, you can get away with stuff like that.
So his main Pokemon is not a Rhydon in this game, and I find that weird.
That is... I feel like that was an accident, because it's a Rhydon in every other game.
Yeah, it's either Rhydon or Rhyperior.
It's... pretty sure it's a Rhydon in blue. Yeah, it was. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Pretty sure he had a Rhydon then. No, he didn't. He had a bunch of other things.
No, because it was his Team Rocket team.
Yeah, yeah.
Black and White 2, it's Rhyperior.
It's Rhyperior, yeah, I see it. Ultra Sun and Moon, he... Pretty sure he has a Rhyperior.
He has a Rhyperior, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Poison Point, man.
It sure is something.
That's easily the hardest fight with Giovanni in the game.
Yeah.
And before we go anywhere, British gym leader has returned, and he's just left again.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll be fine, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Choices.
What move is this?
Earthquake.
Earthquake. I don't know if Hitmonchan has much use for Earthquake because he has fighting moves.
Whereas I think Eldoon can finally do away with Dig.
Yeah. That's 60 power dig.
Which are replacing with 100 power Earthquake, so I think... Eldoon would now be better for it.